So I just want to go over Unit 3, Activity 1 with you so you know for sure what you are supposed to be doing. So first of all, you're going to look at the Minds On section, and it says, pictures can provide a lot of information. Have a look at the following picture. So look at the following picture. You can see what it entails. And then in the action section, it wants you to go over I see, I think, and I wonder. So what did you see in that picture? When you look at the picture, try to identify all the things that you see. So example, I see a polar bear standing on its hind legs. And you can go on. What do you think? So what inferences can you make about what's going on in the picture? So for example, I think this is a garbage dump because the bear is surrounded by garbage, and so on. And finally, what do you wonder? So identify questions you could ask about the picture. Example, where is this? Why is the polar bear there? And then you can imagine that this picture is part of a larger article. So by examining a picture in this detail, we can activate our background knowledge about a certain topic. And we are going to be discussing news reports, and we're going to look at a news report regarding polar bears. So as you know from the previous unit, news reports have different components to it. So if you did a rough copy of the news summary in the last unit and received feedback, you would know that we are going to discuss news reports further in Unit 3, and that the beginning of a news report starts with the lead, so the 5 W's and the H, and then you go into important details and facts, which highlight those important or relevant to the newsworthy event. Then you go into important details, facts, which highlight the importance or relevance of the newsworthy event, again, if needed. Then less important details, and then finally the least important detail or fact and how to get further information if needed. But news reports also have specific features that are used to organize and communicate that information, and this is something you're going to need to know for your culminating at the end of the unit. So I want you to carefully go over this news report here. And as you can see, it says there are 9 green circles, and you should hover over each one of them to see the explanation and scroll through the activity. So if you press the red X, you'll be able to hover over and say, oh, okay, there's the headline. So this is the headline here. So droughts, flood, dying forests, new climate extremes for Canada in 2050. If you hover over here, that's the photograph that you should include in a news article. Here is the caption to the photograph that you should include in the news article. Here's the date line. Here's the byline, so who the article is by. Here's the place line. Number 7 is the lead, so think about the 5 W's and the H. Here's the body of the news article, and so on. So you should go through each one of those as well as reading the article thoroughly, because this will really help you know what to put in your news article when you need to write one, as well as to understand where the important facts are in each of the news articles that you are going to read. So then finally in consolidation, you are going to be reading a news report assignment, doing a news report assignment. So you want to think about filling in the RAND chart. And this is something you are going to be submitting to me for marks. So you can either download it, or if that doesn't work, you can see this is exactly what it would look like. You need to fill in what I think I know, what you confirmed, misconceptions, new learning, and questions. And you're going to fill in the what I think I know first before you do anything else. So what do you think you know about this article? By looking at the photo, you could look at the headline and then think, okay, what do I think I know about this news article that I'm about to read? Just fill in that section there and then read the rest of the news article. So then it gives you example of what you need to be filling in after that. So you have what I confirmed. So what did you know that you knew you already knew? What were some misconceptions about what you thought you knew that what you read proved you were wrong? What's some new learning? So something that you didn't know, and think of about 3 questions that you have after reading that news article. Once you fill this in, you're going to submit it to me for the RAND chart in Unit 3, Activity 1. And remember, this is for marks. Okay, and this really goes over everything that you need to do for that assignment. Then you can fill in your reflection about, how did any pre-reading strategies help you? And remember, this is just for your own notes that you can save in your student portfolio if you wish. And this is something that I can look at later on as needed. You can also fill in your reading log. And again, this is something you can save in your student portfolio. That's not something that's being marked at the moment. And that is Unit 3, Activity 1. Make sure you email me if you have any questions or you need to have a Google Meet.